There's an incredible amount of work that takes place before I have a lead in the system, before I have a qualified opportunity, but Salesforce does not track that. So Alliances today is kind of the unsung hero in the enterprise. A lot of work goes into the creation of the opportunity, this pre-pipeline, driving influence, connecting the dots, creating those relationships. All of that work is very difficult to track, to put metrics around. It's very difficult to really articulate the value in something that you can put in your quarterly report to management. So this work is, you end up being the unsung hero, when really so many deals are sourced by partners, they are influenced by partners, they allow you to open the door and access that C-suite for your customer, for your prospect. How do you measure that and how do you articulate that value back? As we start to be able to use tools like WorkSpan, as we start to be able to bring that value in, create those metrics, measure them and publish them, that's going to bring the recognition that elevates the partner organization to where I think it truly needs to be. Well, I think the first fundamental reason is it's not about how many partners I have. It's about the quality of the partner that I have. I am more than happy to have one partner that generates, even if they generate a small pipeline, but it's high quality, then I would rather invest in a partner like that than to have 20 or 30 or 40 or 400 logos on my website. Frankly, if I go to a business and I see the partner page and it's just all these logos, my first question is, well, what are you doing with them? And the reality coming from this side is I know what it takes to make that relationship successful. And so if you tell me you've got 400 partners and 3 people on the partner team, then that tells me you've got a logo slide on your website. What I really want to know is you've got one partner, you have somebody that is managing that partnership, you have an agreed upon strategy, you have metrics that you jointly share, you have results that you jointly share, and you get together on a quarterly basis and you are both measuring how am I getting value out of this partnership. And if both parties cannot clearly articulate that, then what's the point in the partnership? So I'm with Element Analytics, and what we do is we provide that single source of truth for the industrial data. And we have exactly the same challenge ahead of us, is that in the industrial world, there are hundreds of systems that own pieces of the puzzle of what is the definition of an industrial asset, and how do I expose that asset so that it can be consumed by AI, ML, digital transformation, all of the buzzwords that are flying around in the market today. The same exists in the alliances world. I've got my CRM, which is very sales-centric. It starts with a lead. There's an incredible amount of work that takes place before I have a lead in the system, before I have a qualified opportunity, but Salesforce does not track that. It's that pre-pipe, the pre-lead. What is all of the work that I have to do to bring that in, articulate it? So that right now, unfortunately, is a bunch of PowerPoints, Excel spreadsheets, CRM systems. We come back to this underappreciated team, which is the alliances team. You don't have the tools, so you don't have the staff, so all of this information is buried, siloed. Trello. I mean, how do I bring all this together? Give me a tool, allow me to have it in one place, and allow me to have a single source of truth for what myself, my team is delivering to the value to the organization.